Now is a sanitary. Let's go to level 1. Sanitary and other components, not necessarily sanitary. We start by adding the furnace to the kitchen. We want to use a architectural Revit library. I will click here, and then I will click component because the furnace is not categorized here. So we don't find we will not find an icon called furnace. This is why we will click component, and then click on load family, and then open the US Imperial. For me, I prefer to right click the US Imperial and open it in a new window. I will tell you right now. So right click here, open, will be open inside the new window. Now if you want to search for the furnace, just use the search utility, the Windows search utility, and type furnace, because sometimes it will be inside the folder, you will get lost. So if you type furnace, it will open a bunch of furnaces family, so you can pick the ones that you want from here. Now the furnace that we want is just furnace.rfa, which is that one. You simply have to drag it and drop it inside Revit, as I told you last lecture. But you will not be able to do that when the load family dialog box is open, because this dialog box it's called a modal dialog. Modal dialog boxes will prevent you from editing anything inside the program as long as it's still open. So you have to close it first, then use the drag and drop. So I will drag the furnace here. Once you drag it, you can use it later on any place. I will just use the space bar to rotate it 90 degrees. See, if you use the space bar, you can rotate it 90 degrees or 180 degrees. And actually, if you make it near to any inclined wall, you can press the space bar, then it will take the same inclination of this wall. And this is very, very good. I'll press space bar in order to make it parallel to this wall, and just click. Now I have placed the first furnace. Now let's add a dryer and washer. I will go back here and change the search word to dryer. So this is the dryer. I will drag it here. Now you can, if you want to rotate it, you can use the rotate tool. Rotate tool lets you first specify the point of rotation. I will click this point as a point of rotation, or I will click this point, and then I will start the rotation angle from this angle. Sorry, again, click here, then you have to drag the rotation point, not clicking, by dragging only, and then you specify the first rotation point, then the second rotation point. Now I rotated it 90 degrees exactly. Okay, shall I do it again? Click here, click the rotation, take care about this point, this is a rotation pivot, drag it to wherever you want, then start the rotation point, then end the rotation point. If you want to rotate it 180 degrees, just reach that point. Now you rotated it 180 degrees. So this is the furnace. No, this is not the furnace, this is the dryer. Now we will load the toilet. No, we still have the washer. So I'll save the washer. I already loaded the washer or not? That was the dryer or the washer? So this is the washer. I will place it, then move it here, then use the rotate tool. By the way, you may also use the align tool if you want. Just click here and click the align tool, and then click the lines that you want to align to. For example, this line, I will align to this line, and then click this line you want to align. Now here, please select the line or reference for alignment, this line, then basic color, okay. Please select the entity to align it. So this is my entity, but it selected the vertical line, so I'll press tab in order to this one alignment will not succeed. I cannot select this edge, I don't know why. I can only select this edge. So if you select this edge, it will be aligned to this line. But it seems to me that rotation will be the best method here. So click here, and then this will be the starting point, this will be the ending point, and then drag this one here. Okay, now for the sanitary objects, we will load the toilet domestic. So click here and type toilet domestic. This is a toilet domestic. It's 3D toilet also, and we will place it here. Again, notice that the toilet needs a wall to be placed in front of, because you know the toilet has pipes that should be connected to the wall and run inside the wall. So you should select the wall in order to click the toilet, otherwise it will not agree to be placed. So I place the toilet here, and this toilet, by the way, is 3D, as you may notice here. Where is it? I just placed it. Where is it? Even the visibility graphics is not working.
It's not the second level.
No, I'm in the first level. And this toilet is placed on the level 1. Even the visibility graphics is not. Where is the visibility graphics? shortcut VV is not open. Okay. VV. Shortcut is not working. It isn't. VG. Something wrong here. Plumbing feature is already there. It's here. It's hidden. And this is the visibility graphics. Maybe all the sanitary category is hidden here. This is the plumbing. Where is the plumbing? Plumbing feature is already. What's the problem? Or maybe because we face filter, show complete, show demo, show all. Okay. Nothing. Where is the discipline? It's the first time it happened. No, this one's on. Where is the discipline? Coordination, plumbing, and this one is plumbing. Coordination should work. Okay, later on I will figure out what is the problem. But right now, if you go to the families, you will find all the categories that we have placed so far. So if you go to the mechanical equipment, this is the furnace. If you go to the plumbing equipment, plumbing features, you will find the toilet domestic. Huh?
Toilet domestic.
2D, this one. It's only 2D lines, so
Yeah, it's not showing.
for example, if you go to level 1,
Not showing.
everything is hidden. Visualization scheme, default analysis display. Name, title sheet, range, phase. Okay, so if you click here and you click edit family, you will find nothing but a wall is drawn here. But if you go to this is a wall that should act like a hosting wall. This is a substitution of the hosting wall. So I will close that and we will try to add the 3D instead of 2D. This is why I'm writing on the document here 3D, toilet domestic 3D. Accidentally I dragged the 2D, you know. Yeah, this one we should drag. Now if I click here, press the space bar, click here and delete this one. It's typical. And if you go to the 3D, here's the toilet. Now, what if you want to put one of the components and you don't find it on the library? Suppose that you want to add a special kind of tab and you don't find it on the library. On this case, go to the Insert tab and use the Search Autodesk Seek. Don't get confused between this one and this one. This one is the Help Search and this one is the Search Autodesk Seek. So if you, for example, type a tab, you will be taken to the Autodesk website. And you will open the libraries that contains the search word tab. So the tab is available in several options, several formats. RFA for the family, Revit family, and DWG for the AutoCAD, and DWF also for AutoCAD. PDF just for pictures. I don't know what is the DGN, but these are available formats. So if you click here, you can easily download it for free. Some families for free, some families is sold for money. So this one it's not a complete tab, but it's the faucets of the tab. So you can load this component separately, check it, and then download the selected to local, and you will start the download process. So you can save it from here, save as, and then load it as a file. Okay, so it's time for practice. Now for the floors, the next chapter, chapter 3. I will close this one. Creating a floor is very easy process. If you click on open and click on adding floors to open it, double click it, Okay, maybe there is a message will pop for you because there is an external Revit file should be loaded here and as an XREF. You know, like XREF in AutoCAD. Yeah. So right now Revit is looking for the missing external file and he doesn't find it. So it's okay to say ignore because the missing file is a site plan. I don't need the site plan for this example, so it's okay to say ignore. Now I'm on level 1, the first floor. If you take a look at the perspective, the floor for the first floor is missing. This is the foundation level. A floor should be placed above the foundation level. So let's revise the levels that we have. We have the bottom of footing, the top of footing, level 1. Level 1 starts from here. So this is a bearing wall that carries all the walls above it. So what I will do is I want to put a slab here rested on these walls. So what I will do is go to level 1 and then click on the floor utility or floor tool. Then choose the floor family. Our floor family here is supposed to be okay. The type of family is not mentioned here. Will make no difference, but I will check this option, which is extend into wall between two brackets core, because this option will make the floor extend to the outer face of the wall. If you don't check this option, the slab will stop before the wall, just before the wall, so it will not extend to its core. Currently, the core of the wall is typical to its face. Later you will learn that the wall is comprised of, for example, if you take a section of this one, side the wall, typically you will find something like that. Sometimes the wall gets more complicated. It has a core, something called the core, which is the concrete part of the wall that carries the load. And there is the face, and this is the wall itself. The wall itself, maybe there is a bricks here, maybe there is a Debussy sheet here and gypsum here. Doesn't matter, but the thing that carries the loads above it is the core of the wall. So this is the core. For our family type, generic 12-inch, the core is the same as the wall thickness. The core thickness is typical to the wall thickness. So actually it makes sense that Revit asks you to extend the slab to the core, not the wall. He's asking you whether you want to extend the slab to the core, not the wall. Because the core is the thing that carries the slab. So if you want the slab, suppose that this is a slab, this is our slab here. If you want the slab to be rested on something, you have to extend it to the wood, to the core to rest on it. You don't extend it to the wall. It's not mandatory for the slab to extend to this level, because this level is not carrying load. It's mandatory for the slab to extend to the core face. Again, in our example, the floor generic 12-inch family, the wall thickness is the same as the core thickness. There is no core even on this one. So what I will do right now is I will use these tools in order to draw the slabs. Maybe you can take advantage of the line tool and draw a straight line from here to here, but actually it's more simple than that. The default tool here, as you may see, is pick walls. So all you have to do is pick a real walls and the slab will be rested on it. So these walls will later represent the boundary of the slab that you are creating. Can you see how easy it is? Even if the wall has a circular shape, it will be okay. So I will click finish. Now, a question will pop: would you like walls that go up to this floor level to attach to its bottom? I will answer this question by no, and I will tell you why later. Or let me tell you why now, because if you take a section right now, let me take a section here. If you go to view and draw a section, maybe the section is, there is a sections here. So if you take a section like this one, click outside the section, then double click the balloon. Okay. Now, if we would have answered yes, the wall would stop here. This is the wall which is going from down to the level of the slab. If you click yes, the wall will stop here, because it will be since it will be merged and connected with the slab, the wall will stop here and the slab will extend here. So this is why I said no, in order for the wall to keep going until this level. Otherwise, this one will face a gap in the middle and it will fail. This is why I answered no. Again, the question was, would you like walls that go up to this floor level to attach to its bottom? Bottom means it will stop here at the bottom of the slab. And this is something not desired at all, because this is kind of bearing wall. Okay, now we have done with the first floor. Now let's go to the second floor. Again, I will remind you with 3D. We will not create a slab here, of course. This should be the roof, the sloped roof. But we have to create a slab here on this level. So the slab for the second floor will be on this area only, and it will have to stop at the stair. So whoever is going up this stair, he will land on the slab that will be drawn here. So this kind of slab will be a little bit complicated than the first floor. So going to the level 2 floor and starting to create the slab. I go to the architecture, go to floor, and then I will start with the pick tool, pick wall tool. Click here, click here, click here, it's okay so far. And then I have to make the slab going like this. All of this will be a void. There's nothing here. The slab should run up to this level, then go like this, and then go like this, and stop here. So how to do that? If you go to the modify create core boundary, you can drag the line and extend it up to this level. Then I want to draw, I will use the line tool here to draw a line from here to here to here, and that's it. But if you click finish at this point, you will get an error. Line must be in closed loop. The highlight lines are open or one end. This is a highlight line. It's open. This line should stop here. In order to form a closed loop. There's no meaning to have a slab with a thickness 0 at this level. So I'll click on continue, and then I'll use a fillet tool. This is a trim or extend. You know, when you go to the fillet command in AutoCAD and press the radius, set the radius to 0, you make a corner. So as the help here mentions, so it either extending or trimming. On our case, I want to trim, so I will click this wall and click this wall, this line and this line, and they will be trimmed and the excess lines will be removed. If you click finish, you will be asked with another question. Would you like the walls that go up to this floor level to attach to its bottom? Actually, if you say yes this time, there will be no problem, because this wall is extending to the next level already. So if you attach it to the slab, it will keep going and the slab will be rested on it. so it's no problem to be attached with a slab.
It's one wall.
Yeah, it's one wall extending from the bottom to the top. But for the first case, the wall is already short. Its end is already on that level. So if you make it stop, it will make a gap on the middle. This is why I will click yes this time. If you click no, you will find the gap. When you take a section, you will find the gap between the wall, or you will find the seam between the wall and the floor. They will not be merged as one section, as we used to see. So let's click yes. You will be asked with another question. The roof floor overlaps the highlighted walls. Would you like to join the geometries and cut the overlapping volume out of the wall? You know, when you extend the wall from down to up and penetrating a slab, the wall should be removed from the area of intersection. This is an area of intersection. Normally, it cannot be a wall and a slab at the same point. So when the slab is cutting the wall will be removed from this part of intersection. This is why I will click yes. So let's see what is the result here from clicking yes and yes. Can you see the clean section here? There is a clean section here. The wall has been merged with the slab, and the part of the wall here has been removed. Okay, so the part, I mean this part here of the wall is removed, and the slab is extending inside the wall, so it's resting on it. So this is a neat and proper section. Otherwise, if you would have answered no and no, you will find something not neat. Actually, still this part is not neat here. This is an intersection, something is going inside something, but however you can fix that by going to the modify and use the join tool. You can use the join tool here. If you click join, you can click here this wall and then click this slab, and they will be joined. But not yet. Maybe cut is the right answer. Join, switch to join order. So let's click cut. Maybe if you cut the slab in order to prevent it from reaching this point, click yes, and click here. Join geometry. Select solid to be joined to the previous one. Okay, the wall is cut, but the slab is still not merged. Maybe if we join it again. This line should be removed. Yet it's not removed. Okay, anyway, it has some solutions. For example, you can make something called if you go to the annotate, I think if you go to the region and click on masking region, you can mask this part of the slab. So you can create a masking region by drawing a rectangle here. We'll take this later. If you click finish, this part is masked, but the problem is that the masking region has a border already, so I will let it go like this, and then click here back, and then click on the edit boundary, click on these lines and make it invisible. Now it's a little bit complicated, but this is not the lesson of today. Anyway, instead of thin line, it will be invisible lines. So if you click finish, it's invisible now, and you got a clean and neat section. So you can fix these small changes. Okay. So That was the floors. Any question? Okay. Now you can start. Okay. Roofs is a little bit tricky. Not so tricky, but it has a little tricks. So be careful when you create roof. This is how you reach the command, roof by footprint. Like floors, you have to pick the walls. You don't have, but the best or the easiest way to create a roof is to pick the walls. You know, for our example, this is the shape of the roof. It should be sloped from this wall and from this wall. So this wall is acting like a hinge, and this other opposite wall is acting also like a hinge. So this is why what the defined slopes is indicating. If you check defined slopes before you pick the wall, you are telling Revit that to make this wall act like a hinge. So the roof will be angled from this wall. If you uncheck this option, the roof will be straight at this wall. It will come vertical, like what will happen here. For this wall should come vertical until it reaches the roof. So there is also another thing called the overhang distance. You know that roof has a extension beyond the wall. Okay, it's extending after the wall finished. It's extending. This extension is the overhang. So if you check define slopes and tell Revit that the overhang distance is 2 inches, and then click here, you should also mention that the base level is the high roof. Now I'm standing on the high roof level. I'm not standing on level 1, I'm not standing on level 2. You should stand on the high roof. Why? If you take a look at the east view, the high roof is the top point of this wall. So roof has to be started from this point. This is why I picked here the high roof. And since you are standing on the high roof, once you click the roof command from here, okay, it will be automatically set as the base level as high roof. So let's go to the modify and click this pick wall option, and then be sure that the overhang is to the outside, not to the inside. Click here, and then the slope will be mentioned here. The slope currently is 7 inches over 12 inches. I want to modify this slope to be 4 over 12. Okay, so let me say 4 inches over 12 inches. Otherwise Revit will misunderstand it. So this is the slope of the roof at this point, or at this wall. Then you have to click here also and type 4 inches over 12 inches and pick this wall as well. Okay. Shall we pick this wall as well? Let's see if you click this wall and type here 4 over 12, what will happen. Then we should now uncheck the define slopes and pick this wall, pick this wall, and pick this wall in order to form a closed area shape. Now you click finish, and let's see the result. Is that result is appropriate? Is that design is typical to that design? Absolutely not. Why? Because you have taken this wall as a defined slope and this wall also as a defining slope wall. So this is why we have two separate lines here. One line is here at the middle and one line here at the middle from this wall to this wall. So if you want to fix that, actually this design is fine for me, but this is not our target. Our target is that design. This design may be easier for construction. From the construction prospect, this design is better. But from the, I think, from the design, as a design wise, this design looks better. Okay, so let's modify this issue. I'll click here, and whenever you want to change the boundary of a slab, or a boundary of a roof, or a boundary of a ceiling, you have to click the edit footprint option. If you click it, you will return to the lines that you have created from the beginning. Click this line, and here you can uncheck the define slopes option. Once you uncheck it, your design will look properly. Okay. Now, only one thing remaining, that this wall should extend to touch the ceiling. Actually, such a thing in programs like 3D Max would take a lot of time to fix that. You have to extrude it, then use a slice modifier to slice from here, and add a slice modifier to slice from here. The good thing about that is that if you want to extend this one to the roof, it will be with just a checkbox called extend to core. You click the wall, and then attach top base, click here, and then select the roof, and that's it. You would have done that with all the wall series. If you hover this wall, press the tab key from the keyboard, and then press the control key to, not the control key, okay, I'll press press tab, press the Alt Shift. Alt Shift will subtract from the selection instead of adding. So Alt Tab, and then click one by one. Don't drag a window, just click one by one in order to remove from the selection. Now we have all the walls selected, and then click on attach top base, then click here, and they will all touch the ceiling. Okay. Now, for the ceiling of the first floor, I have to make it like this design. This design is not sloped from from both areas. It's only sloping from one side, which is the back side. The back side will act like a hinge. So this is why. Now I will try to create the roof from the perspective view. I'll press Shift and middle button, and let's see what will happen when I tell Revit that I want to create a roof right now. I will click here. Then he will ask me, this roof should be built from which level? I would tell him from level 2, not from high roof, because high roof level is this level. Level 2 is that level. I think it's roof, not level 2. Roof. This is the roof level. And then click yes. And then for this one, I will check define slopes, and then I will click here 2 inches over 12 inches. That is, and then uncheck the option. Click here, then click here, and just click finish, and that's all. Now if you click this wall, control click this wall, and finally control click this wall, then click on attach top base and select this one. Now we have done. By the way, if this one is extending too much to the inside, click here, click edit footprint, click this line, and remove the overhanging distance, make it 0. So if you click finish, it will look properly. Now it's not extending too much to the inside. You can also set it with negative values. I haven't tried this before, but let's try to set it as negative value. -0.5, feet. Then click finish. It's okay. So now it's not extending too much to the inside, and it's looking properly. And now if you return back to the roof and you delete it, the walls will come to its original state. This is another kind of roof, fortunately. If you have a lot of imagination and you are a creative person and you want to create a roof like has a non-usual shape, you can do that. You can still do that. How to do that? For example, if you go to the roof, you can find that there is something here called roof by extrusion. In the roof by extrusion, if you click here, you have to set on this elevation, which is west elevation, I think. So if you click on if you go to the west elevation, it's better to go to the west elevation. Okay, and you start drawing here, west or east, maybe. Yeah, the east elevation. And you start your design here. You can draw a double line here and then extrude it. But however, if you decide to create it on the perspective view, it's okay also. So if you click Food by Extrusion, Revit will ask you to pick a plane. So you have to pick the plane you will start drawing on, and I will click this plane. The plane has to be highlighted first, and which level you want to draw on. I will draw the roof from the roof level with an offset equal to 0, and then click OK. This part is not covered on the document, by the way, the roof by extrusion. So now you can start. So I will use this tool. This is a very cool tool. It's a spline tool. Click here, maybe. Suppose that this is the kind of roof you want to display. You can also drag the point to tweak the line. You can drag it down, drag it up, then click finish, and that's it. This is a roof here, and then if you want to edit the structure of the roof, you can click here and click on edit type and edit the structure of this roof, like what you do with the wall and like what you do with the slab. There is a core boundary, and there is a external face, and there is the internal face. So you can edit all of this stuff with the thicknesses. Then click OK. Now, if you turn this view around, you can see that this is an issue here because the extrusion is too much. I would drag this point back and let it stop here. Okay. And likewise, normal roof, you click here, and then attach top base, click here, it will go fine. You have to do the same thing with here. So you get it? Of course, this detail here is not proper. Otherwise, the snow will not drop down. So you have to edit that one. click on edit profile. I don't know why it's because of this line here. I have a point going to have to drag this one like this. Okay, click finish. Okay, that's proper. And you may drop this one a little bit down. Finish. So pretty much good. In the last chapter you will learn how to give a material for the roofs, for the walls, for everything. So you can tweak the material here very easily. But right now, if you want to see the material, you click realistic, switch to the realistic mode. So you can take an idea what is the default material of the roof. So this is the default material. It's nothing, it doesn't have any texture. On the last chapter we will see how to assign a texture file, like a JPG file. You put it as a texture and give it a bump in order to have a realistic touch and that stuff. You may also decide to drag it a little bit from here, because there is no such overhang for the extrusion roofs. So that will be fine. Okay, so it's practice time. Again, the file called roof in the folder 03. Here, what's the problem here? The problem here is that we have a left here that should go up or down, but there is a slabs on its way, intercepting its way. So now the target is to punch these slabs with the area of the left chamber in order to make a room for the left to go up and down. So how to do that? This is the left here. Let's see where is the slab. خليكي معي. سيبك من الكلام ده هنشوف هتتحل بعدين. Let's see where is the slab here. If you hover any wall, like this wall, and press the tab button, you are switching now between the elements, like this element, this element. I think this is a I'm not able to select the slab, so this is the room? No, this is the room. So if you have difficulty in selecting the slab, just select all of this area and click on the filters button, check none, then check on floor. Where is the floor here? No floor. So I'll select from right to left instead, and then click on filters and then check none, then click on floor. This is the floor here, it's one floor only. Click OK. So this is the floor. So the floor is intersecting the left way. If you click on edit boundary, now I'm on level 1. If you click the edit boundary, you will see the boundary of the slab. This is the slab's boundary. Now easily you can click on rectangle tool and start creating a new rectangle inside the slab. So this is now a compound shape. It's a shape inside the shape inside another shape. So by default, if there is a shape inside another shape, the inside shape will be removed or punched from the external shape. If you have several internal shapes, every shape will be punched from the external shape. Okay, this is a fine solution, but consider this solution to be done on level 2 also and level 3. You have to do that in all the levels. So suppose that you have 11 levels, you have to do the same task on each level. It's not only tedious, it's also when you decide as an architect to change the left's place, you have also to re-modify the shape of each floor on all the levels. So this will not be practical. I will click on tab and remove this one, and I will instead create something called the shaft. What the shaft is, it's a penetration volume. It's a volume used to penetrate the slabs. It's penetrating actually anything on its way. It will penetrate the slabs, it will penetrate the roofs, it will penetrate anything on its way. So if you use the rectangle tool and create the shaft here, currently the shaft is extending from its top base is 0, 0, and its base offset is -1 feet. Its base constraint is level 2 and its top constraint is up to level 3. So this one is extending only from level 2 to level 3. Maybe you need to change this one into level 1 to level 3, but at this point I will click finish and take a look at the section here. Don't double click the line section, double click the balloon itself, and you can see here that the roof the shaft has penetrated both levels. But suppose you want to extend this shaft down, so you just hover the shaft and then extend it. You cannot see it as 3D, but however you can feel its boundaries now. Okay, but now can you see that the top constraint is still up to level 3, and the base constraint is still up to level 2, but the top offset and the base offset is the only thing that changed when you drag like this. If you drag like this, you are changing the top offset and the base offset, which means that if you decide later to change the level of level 3, the shaft will react accordingly and maintain the same distance between it and level 3. Can you see that? The shaft is still maintaining the same distance between level 3 and its end. So let's Control Z and return level 3 to its original place. So this is how the shaft is working. It's penetrating anything on its way. I think it doesn't need any practice. Let's move ahead to the stairs. How to create the stairs. Actually, it's very easy to create the basic stairs. If you go to close here and open the stairs file, stairs, stairs has some tricky parameters, so be careful when you create the stairs to tweak these parameters the proper way. Otherwise, the stairs is very easy to create. All you have to do is create its shape in 2D, and everything will be done on 3D according to the difference between the two levels, the stairs height, the stairs width, and the number of stairs between the two levels. So it will be created automatically in both 2D and 3D direction. Now, where shall we place the stair? I want to place the stair here. This is where the stair should be. Now, I'm in level 2 and I want to create the stairs starting from level 2 up to level 3. So the stairs will begin here, and then it will end with a landing and then continue with another series of stairs. Now, to create a stair, simply click this icon. you can see here that there is two kind of stairs, the stair by component and stair by sketch. Actually, stair by sketch is a classic way to create the staircase for Revit. The stair by component is new for Revit 2013. It was not exist on 2012, the previous version. So creating the stair by component method is the easiest way. However, if you have a complicated stair shape, you have to use this kind of stairs. Now let's start with the easiest way to create a stair. Just create a stair by component. You have to set the actual run width, the width of the stair. I will set it to 4 feet. It's 4 feet. Then start creating the stairs. I'll start from this point. Now, can you see the gray text down, which mentions 9 risers created, 9 remaining? Can you see it? It's gray with a very hazy font. So there's already 9 stairs created, or 9 risers created. So I will click here, it's enough. But if you want to extend them, you can create 12 or 10 or 13, and he will mention the number of stairs remaining. I will stop here and then go to the other side and click here and then continue the rest of stairs, and that's it. It's done. But if you go to the perspective view, you'll find nothing has been created. Actually, I have to click on the finish button in order to commit the stairs creation. Can you see it here? If you want to see it properly, go to the section box here. Section box. In order to make a 3D cropped view. Okay, can you see the stairs here? It has been created on 3D along with its path also, its railing. Now this railing is a different family, by the way. There is a railing here, there is a railing here, and there is the steps here. If you want to change the railing type, you click here and then change its family. Go to the railing family here and change it from pipe to rectangular or anything. If you click pipe, it will be like this shape. If you want also to change its profile, you can click here and click on edit path. It has a path, so you may decide to make it curvy, for example. So if you delete this one and create a curve with 3 points, you have to click the first one, the last one, click finish. So here's how it will look. But you have also to tweak this one accordingly, so it's running as a curve. How to tweak it? You cannot tweak it because it's done by the modern way. So if you want to tweak it, you have to click on edit stairs, then click this component, which is the landing component. Then you have to convert it to the classic way in creating stairs, and then edit its sketch, and then edit the arc here. Remove this one and create another arc. So this is a long course, and this is why I prefer myself to create the stairs the classic way. So let's see how to create the stairs the classic way, because I will have a full control over the stairs. But one thing I want to mention for the modern way is that modern way has also some advantages. That if you click the stair tool, you can create a straight stair, full step spiral, 360 degrees but in a spiral shape, and center ends spiral. It's not a full circle. You can create also automatically L shape or U shape, or you may even create your sketch stair. So you can sketch your stair to reach that result, for example. Now, the green lines, the black lines, and the blue lines, everyone has a meaning here. For the stairs in general, in Revit, every line has a meaning, every line color has a meaning. So if you go to the stair here and create a stair by sketching, and this is what the last option here means. If you click this button, you will be creating the stairs the traditional way. So instead, I will go to the, from the beginning, I will go to architecture and click on stair by sketch. I will sketch the stairs in my own. So how to sketch the stair? I will use the line tool. I will create the run of the stairs, and then I will have to check the options. Now every stair has 7 inches maximum rise. This is the height of the stair, and 11 inches thread, which is and if you want to draw the stair like this, the stair should look like this. Okay. So 7 inches is the maximum height. 11 inches is the straight tips. Now, why they say maximum 7 inches? Why they say 7 inches as the maximum height? Why they don't simply say height? Why?
It depends on the height of the building and how many steps.
Yeah, because the difference between two floors is not usually divisible by 7 inches. For example, if you have the difference between two floors like 21 inches, if you divide it on 7, it's okay, it will come 3 steps. But suppose that the difference between the two stairs, the two floors is 20 inches. If you divide 20 over 7, it will not come with a true number. So divide 20 over 7, it will come like 2.9 or so. So Revit in this case will approximate it to 3, and then it will make 20 inches over 3 inches, and this will equal the stair height. So it will set the stair height on this case as less than 7. This is why it says to you 7 inches as maximum. So in this case, the stair height will not be 7, it will be 6.8 or 6.9 or so. Now, the stair will extend from level 2 to level 3, it's okay. The up text, the down text, which is the word up, which is written at the bottom, the top of the stair, and the bottom, the word down, which is written on the bottom of the stairs. The up label, the up arrow, all of these accessories. Now the width of the stairs should be 4 feet, as we have discussed before. Desired number of risers, you can also define the desired number of risers according to the difference between the two levels. The actual thread depth is 11 inches. You may also edit the type of the stairs by clicking edit type. So for edit type, you can tweak the minimum thread depth and the maximum riser height, extend below base or monolithic stairs. All of these things you may modify from here. But let's for now start by creating our steps. Click here, and then as usual it will be written like 9 created, 9 remaining, and then I will go to this point and create the next segment. So let's see what does the green lines mean. The green lines means the boundary of the stairs. So the boundary of the stairs shouldn't be closed. most of the beginner close this green line with this green line and this green line with this green line by line here. This is wrong, because the risers itself has to be in black color. So each riser here is drawn as a black color. The path direction is drawn as a blue line. So if you want to tweak the boundary, which is the green lines, you click the boundary and then tweak the green lines. You may decide, for example, to make it as curve instead of a straight line. But on this case, if you decide to make it like that, on this case you have to extend all of this line to reach that curve. Otherwise it will give you an error. If you click finish, no, it didn't give an error. Maybe because this is Revit 2014. So edit sketch again, but just in case, I wanted to teach you something. If you want to extend those lines to reach the curve, what you shall do is click on this tool. This tool is called Trim Extend Single Element. You know the extend tool in AutoCAD? It's doing the same like trim. So if you click this one, and you have to click the thing that you want to extend, then click the thing that you want to extend to. Maybe vice versa. Click here, then click here. Okay, but you have to repeat this process with each line. So instead of repeating this process for each line, click here. So you can do it multiple times. Click here, then click multiple. Because I clicked outside, so that was a good opportunity to discuss both of those tools. So once you click finish, this is what you will get. Okay, I know it's ugly, so this is not what we will go with. Okay, if you want to make one step like very wide and another one is very narrow, you can do that also. If you stretch this one, it's okay for Revit. You may also make one step as an arc, or the last step that will has an arch shape. All of these possibilities is right. So if you want to tweak the path, you can click on the run. So this is the run. If you want to tweak the boundary, if you want to tweak the risers, you have to click the risers and then pick each riser and tweak it. Okay, so the three of them is available. Click here if you want to edit the path. So in this case, the stair will go like this, will be skewed like this. Okay, so let's click finish, and everything will be alright. Now let's go to the perspective view. Can you see that the result here is more neat and clean than the result before? For the previous one, there was a step missing at the end. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
But for this one, there is no missing step at all. And you still can click this one and tweak its family type, click this one and tweak its family type, and so on. Okay. Now I have to mention that there is something called railing here. So if you want to create this railing manually, you have to use the railing tool. You can also sketch its path or place on host. So if you remove this one, okay, you can create a railing by placing on host. You can select the host here. I will check the stringer. The stringer is this one, is this line. Why it doesn't create it? Maybe you have to create the railing first. So sketch the path, but this path will be drawn on the 2D plan. Actually, it's very tedious to draw it manually because Revit has a bug that it doesn't figure out where is the host shape. So I'll click here, click here, click here, click here. But let's see what's the problem right now. Click finish, and then go to the 3D, and then can you see here that the railing is all going on the bottom level? Can you see that? This is where the railing is. Now if you click on pick new host and select the stairs, it will be raised to the stairs level. So you have to pick its host in order to. You can do that also line by segment by segment. So for example, I want this railing to extend here because any child that climbs these stairs, he may fall from here if he reaches that level. So I want to create a extension for the railing here. There's two ways to do that: either to modify this existing railing or to create a separate railing. For myself, I prefer to create a separate railing. Why? Because if you choose to extend this railing this side, the railing on that case will have two hosts, the stairs and the slab, and this will make Revit confused. So let's try it. If you click edit path, go to level 2, and then create a new line. Let's say from here to here. Okay. One thing you have to do is to click this line and pick the new host. You can pick the host line by line, segment by segment. So if you click on pick and you pick the slab, the problem is the entire railing will be hosted to the slab, as you may see here. How did I know that? Because it's not dotted right now. This would be one problem. No? So I will click here again and pick the new host, pick the stairs. Now it's going good. Okay. I think so many bugs has been fixed in 2014. I couldn't have done this in 2013. It solved it automatically. So that's okay. Nice result. So for the first floor, from level 1 to level 2, it's already one pair of risers. So please start doing that.